Howdy folks, it's a Tall Turtle here, and welcome back to SoarvivorCraft, and today we are going to start the Storybook Tours. I'm not even going to say any more than that. I will let LadyViv explain what Storybook is, and these tours, there are a lot to do, and we're going to split them up among separate episodes. It's not going to be a separate series. It'll still be, episodes 137 to whatever, but it's going to be split up. So start looking forward to that. I'll be putting other content in between as well, but that's what we're going to do. I just want to quick show you that my donkey found his way into the dog pen and he can't get out. So I don't know what he's planning to do there, but at least he's not glitching through the fence anymore. He's just going to stay there for a while. In fact, which donkey is that? Because we have two. That donkey is Gordon. Otherwise, we have a bazillion people online with us today, and we are going to be in the public voice Discord today, not the secret one that LadyViv and I use. So if it all goes to the crapper, we won't do that way again, but we're going to try it today because a lot of these people have stories, and we're probably just going to record all of them at once, and then I'll split them up without introduction between. So you know what it is. We're going to head our way down to Storybook now, and then I'll turn on the public Discord in a moment. But I first wanted to give that introduction. We totally forgot a minecart, and now we have a minecart. And if you're wondering what's going on in chat, people have started watching the first East Shade episode, which I'm super proud of and excited. And it's kind of funny that they're talking about a Minecraft, but that is so cool. So anyway, as we go along here, as soon as we get on the main line to Storybook, I will start. Oh, zombie must be in the thingamabobber above the ravine. Anyway, we're going to take this to the main line, take Storybook line, courtesy Lady Hunter and all of her hard work, and then we'll meet up with Lady Vivian and we'll be underway. I'm going to keep this all in because look at that 903 frames per second. That's super funny. Oh my gosh. I am really enjoying not having shaders, which I never ever thought I'd say. I do have my fog turned up super high and super close though, which is a good compromise. But this is going very well, and couldn't be happier. Get to see this without shaders. Hey, there's water there. Okay, let's see if I can figure this out. Now, I'm going to hit the button, and it's going to send me the wrong way. See, oh good, I got it in time. See, I'm not quite understanding how that works. But anyway, here we go, off to Storybook. Oh, there's another interchange. What's this one? Oh yeah, nope. Anope. There's another one. We took that before. What am I thinking? Let's switch that. I know I don't know how to do these. People keep teasing me. But you know what? I'm doing the best I can. So we're just going to push forward. I'm also trying to reach out at the same time. And here we go. Alright. Off to Storybook we go. I think I'm going to time-lapse this. wait, I see wood.
You see something?
This must be a train station. 20-some minutes later. Whoa, what's this? All right. What does it say? Storybook Station. Hey, Shrooms is on too.
Yay, Shrooms. Hi.
So this train still goes? Oh, it stops. That's for future expansion. Okay.
Yeah. I'm going to see if I unplug my microphone, if it still works okay. So then you can tell me if my voice is still okay.
Okay.
Can you hear me?
Whoa. Do not, whatever that was, don't do that.
Don't do that. That's not good.
No. Oh my gosh, it sounds like your head is in a washing machine.
My head is in a washing machine. Put it back.
Don't do whatever you just did.
I was hoping I could make it so my son could hear, but...
No. Oh my gosh, there's little people. Okay, I won't peek.
It's okay.
All right, so the
way... Storybook.
Yes, I did a little tiny introduction, but I didn't say anything about this because I want you to lead everything, and I'm just going to be quiet in my own video. You're going to run it.
I will do that. Okay, come over here to the middle then. That's our beautiful train station that was built by Lady Hunt.
Hang on a second. I'm taking my shield down so I don't have the big thing in my face.
Yeah.
Hello?
Hello?
I can't hear any of you.
Hello.
Is that in Featherline?
In Featherline, can you hear us?
Nope.
Nope. In Featherline's going to turn up his volume. So we are here in Storybook, and this is the Storybook main materials building, where if you come and build your story here, this building is full of materials that you can use to build your story. Come on in.
Hello. Oh, now I hear you.
All right.
Hi, we're doing a little Storybook tour here.
We're doing a video, so we're doing a public
tour. Oh, sorry.
No, don't be sorry.
No,
we're doing this on purpose. No, we're doing this on purpose, so anybody who wants to join can join. We haven't had this many people on in a long time.
Oh.
So my question, Lady Vivian, first of all, what is Storybook?
So Storybook is a village where people have come, and more people are always welcome to build a story. So it could be a fairy story or a scary story or anything in between. And you can build something like your favorite Disney, your favorite Grimm, your favorite Guillermo del Toro, whatever you like. You just pick a spot where it's open and start building. So we've got stories here from most of the really active players on the server, and we'd like to see stories from some of the new people and other folks, because it is just so much fun. Okay, so people can come and build a story here. So
all right.
That's our materials building. Over here we have a little shop where you can purchase character heads to add characters to your story.
Ooh, okay. That's where those
came
from.
They're not bouncing for me right now.
Test.
There we go. Now they are. They weren't for me either.
So there's witches and knights and frogs and princesses and queens and kings and birds and foxes and wolves, anything you might think you would need for your story. Awesome. They're all here, and they're only $10 each.
There's another room. Okay.
Yeah, and there's another story. If we go up here, there's a second story for this first room. The Enlightened One set up this for us so that we can have all different things for our characters. So we're super excited about
beef.
This. And this is why there's like a million armor stands in Storybook. So I hope it doesn't really kill anybody's frame rates or whatever.
My frames went down from 800 to 200, so it's doing something, but it's still acceptable.
Yeah, but with the character heads and the armor stands, it's really a lot.
That is kind of actually that is kind of interesting that it did go down.
Yeah, they're all entities. Armor stands are all entities.
Yeah.
So,
well, if other people complain, about problems, we'll have to do something about it. But
yeah, for
whatever.
Sure. And it's funny because my dog thinks that he has to protect all the armor stands.
Nice.
So, like, if I try to remove clothes from one, he'll run over and sit on it so that I can't touch it. Yeah, he loves them. Then over here is the stables. So if you need animals for your story, we have animals over here that would like to escape. Go escape.
I also, quickly, I notice you're taking advantage of the new water mechanic and filling steps with water.
Yep, we have our beautiful gutter
nice.
system. I saw that from Avomant's video, but also Goldenfron has done that in Hoshido. So
sure, okay.
I don't know who came first, but so we have our beautiful any animals you want, chickens, sheep. Our beautiful fountain here in the middle of Storybook was built by
which we can see now because I don't have shaders today.
Yay! It was built by burning rubber.
Oh, okay.
Thought I encountered a
And I put the
jungle.
frog. I
Nice.
added frog.
Nice. I assume under the carpet is your lighting, right?
Yes, we have just glowstone under
Yep.
the carpet. And we also have these beautiful daylight sensor
Oh,
lamps.
yes.
that
I
are on
love
at
those.
night.
I have those all over the place.
Yeah, it's beautiful here at night because it's really not
Mm-hmm.
dark at all. Seems like I missed a spray torch over here, though. Let's get rid of that puppy.
I'm about to crush my bow.
Okay, so that's oh, and there's actually
Hello.
down here.
We hear ya. So that is what Storybook is all about. So then you're
Right, and-
gonna give me a tour of your story and a few others.
I will.
And then
Let's go down here
the
really
plan
quick.
is to hopefully meet up with the owners of various other stories over time.
This is the stable for big animals. So if you need
Ah,
horses or
okay.
cows or whatever, looks like it's just horses today, but if you
Okay.
need horses and cows, they live in there. So that's the basic mechanics of Storybook,
Okay.
where you can get materials, how you can, get whatever. As far as where to build, you can find any empty spot and build
Mm-hmm.
there. So, and this is a huge plains area, so
Yeah.
there's tons of room,
I wonder-
and there's forests.
I wonder who
You know.
I wonder who found this plains biome.
I think you did.
I did.
It was very close
when I was
to the
setting up the turtle walk, as I was
Yeah.
building the turtle walk, you're like, I need a plains biome. I'm like, you know what? I happen to be in like a double sized plains biome right now. Come over, check it out. That was a long time ago.
It was a long time ago, and it's perfect. And the T-Walk building is just right over there.
Yeah.
You can
Still
go
there.
there.
Yeah.
But there is a warp to get here. So how to get here is you'll either do /warp story,
Mm-hmm.
or you can do you can come through the Nether. We have a Nether tunnel that's just beyond Maui's tunnel.
Okay.
And then we, of course, have a railroad, which is a beautiful ride from downtown Wolfboro, but it is over 20 minutes to get here on the minecart. So
yes, it is. That's
it's
what I took.
enjoyable. It's
All right.
It goes under
I'm gonna-
ocean. Yeah, it's awesome, but it is a long trip.
Okay.
Okay, so stories. So I'm trying over here to make a wall that has kind of a map for the stories on it.
Oh, sure. Okay.
I completed it. I'm still working on that, so
Mhm.
that will grow.
I went
as-
through the log.
All right, so let's start with some of the little ones. Do you think?
Yeah.
Okay.
You're the leader.
So here, this first one is Dozer started it. I finished it up for him when he had to leave the server.
Sure.
This is the Three Little Pigs.
Okay.
So you know the story of the Three Little Pigs. They go out to seek their fortune, and the first little pig builds a straw house,
No.
and the big bad wolf comes along to try and eat him, and he huffs and he puffs and he blows his house down, and you can see that the straw house is not in very good condition. That little pig runs next door to his brother's house, who built a wooden house. The little wolf comes along and huffs and puffs, and he also blew that house down because the wood and the straw were not strong enough for houses.
Right.
Very important life lesson here. So then that little pig and his brother run over to the third brother's house, who built a house out of bricks. And that wolf huffed and he puffed and he tried to blow the house down, but he couldn't. And so then, come here, pig, you're in the way. You're in the way of the story, dude. So the wolf tried to go down the chimney, and
You might need a
they
carrot.
caught him in the move.
Oh, there he
They
is.
caught him in the pot.
Nice.
So they put him in the cooking pot, and pigs will eat anything. So they ate wolf for lunch.
Clever Deets, so straightforward and simple, but extremely. It captures exactly Three Little Pigs.
But it does.
100%, no question.
Love
awesome.
that. Absolutely. A+. Good job, Dozer. And I finished it. So really, he actually had them in the wood house. I'm like, no, that's not how the story goes. Okay. But he's a brand new dad, so he doesn't know the story.
Oh my! That is staying in the video, by the way, because you just heard it.
Absolutely. Too funny. It was too funny. So we fixed it, and it's all beautiful. Okay, so another short one over here is the little old woman who lived in a shoe.
Oh yes.
And I don't know if you want to read the books or you want me to read the books.
I can. I suppose I should.
Okay.
So you
there's
just pop
the
it
book.
off and
This
it's
one
in
has
there.
a book.
Okay.
This was Ultra's idea, but I built it.
Sure. Let me back up here so I don't do something. All right. So, was an old woman living in the shoes. Had so many children didn't know what to do. She gave them some brothwell and bread and whipped them all sound. Boy, this is archaic, isn't it? Whipped them all
Right?
soundly and sent them to bed. Welcome
That's
to
what I said.
Welcome to the 1800s.
Or 17 or
1700s.
1600s.
Yes.
But look at the little people. The armor stands could be little children.
Yes.
people.
So how
Oh,
did
I
you
love
do
them
that? Well,
so
I'll get
much.
a armor stand tutorial for you. So what we did on the server is you told me there's this thing you could do with CMI or plugin to make them have arms, and then Tio and I figured out how to do it, and then Tio just did it one day, and I can't take credit for it. But he can take credit for the idea.
I'll take credit for the idea. But you notice that you can't see the base plate that they stand on either. So
Okay,
their base
gotcha.
plate has been turned off. Their arms are added, and then you can move the arms to different positions. And you can make them small like this.
Sure.
You can do other things too. You can make them invisible. You can make them not fall down with gravity. You know, you can do other. Things. Very
Okay.
fun.
All
So
right.
in the shoe,
One quick
we have
thing.
them.
I have to get my kid something super fast, my younger
Yeah,
one.
go
So
for
I'm
it.
going to be right back.
Okay. In the shoe, and you can see that the bed's stacked all the way to the ceiling because she has so many children. She
That
doesn't know
is
what to
so cool. I never thought of that.
do. Her cupboards are bare.
Whoa, he hit me in the face.
Walk in the door. Sorry. Her cupboards are bare. Nothing in their cupboards.
Let me close that one. Oh, that is awesome.
She's got her. This is the broth they get without any bread on the wall.
Nice.
even
my gosh.
even the chest is bare.
Wow. Oh, and they're holding bowls and stuff.
Holding milk and water and a bone.
Oh
They
my
have no food.
gosh. Who built this one?
Me.
Oh, you built this one. Okay.
Yeah.
Sorry, I didn't really.
It was Ultra's idea, and he started it,
Mhm.
and then he couldn't get it to look how he wanted.
That's
so he
why
sent
I'm
me a
confused.
picture.
That's why I'm confused.
Yeah.
Okay, I remember that.
He sent me a picture of what he wanted the outside to look like, and I said, okay. So then I built the outside and then did the inside.
Okay,
And did
gotcha.
all the people and all that.
I remember now. Yeah, that was
So
that
it's
was several months
by
ago.
Ultra, inspired by Ultra, but built by Lady
Right.
Vivian.
Gotcha. That makes sense.
Got it? Isn't that fun?
Loved it
Very
so much.
I had
The
so much fun
laces.
with
Oh my
it.
gosh, the shoelaces too.
The shoelaces, I know.
Good grief.
I had a great time with it.
Yeah, no kidding. And here I spent my time before this taking down a hill and recorded it.
There you go. Well, taking down a hill is a good thing too. Okay, and if we go down here, we have. I bet you can guess who this is because you can see that the sheep are in the meadow and the cows are in the corn.
Oh, you mean which nursery rhyme?
Yes.
Oh my gosh, why? Okay, now I'm drawing a blank.
Oh,
I
get to
can
it.
I can recite the entire nursery rhyme in my head right now. Little Bo
Right.
Peep, right?
No.
No,
Little Boy Blue.
Little Boy Blue. Little
Boy Blue.
Little is in
Come
it,
blow your horn.
of course. Oh, well, there you go. Little Boy Blue, come blow your horn. The sheep's in the cows in the corn. Where's the boy who looks after the sheep? Playing Fortnite. Fastest.
No, he's over here under the haystack, fast asleep.
Like you
Come
should
see.
be. Like you should be.
Yeah, look at him. There
Oh
he
my
is.
gosh.
He's in the bed.
I see why you were pushing so hard for these
Little armor guys, right? You
For
see
little
why I
armor
like the
guys.
armor guys.
Which, I mean, of course, I was never against it. I just had to make sure it wasn't going to bring
No,
the
yeah.
server to a crashing halt.
No, of course. No, I don't want to like kill the server. So I got my sheep here in the meadow and my cows over here in the corn. Super fun.
I love that the cows are in the cornfield
I know.
because he's not paying any attention to what he's supposed to be doing.
They do not know. The little boy is
Well,
just sleeping under the haystack. He's
That's
crazy
awesome.
man. Very fun.
Awesome.
Okay, so then over here
And
we
again,
have
was this your build as well?
That's my build.
Was
yes.
your build a completed or your build from scratch?
No, I did that from scratch.
Okay.
Little Boy Blue.
Okay.
Yeah. So over here is FreeEMT
Mm-hmm.
built Dr. Seuss's story, The Pale Green Pants.
I don't know that. We have a book. I thought we had a book of all the Dr. Seuss with my kids, and I don't remember this one. So obviously, it's not
This is kind
everything.
of an unusual story, and I never liked it as a kid because I was terrified of it. But you can wander around the biome and admire it, and I'll read the book. How about that?
Sounds like a great idea.
Because the biome is quite absorbing. So it's called What Was I Scared Of by Dr. Seuss. I was walking in the night and I saw nothing scary, for I have never been afraid of anything, not very. Then I was deep within the woods when I saw a pair of pale green pants with nobody inside them. I wasn't scared, but yet I stopped. What could those pants be there for? What could a pair of pants at night be standing in the air for? And then they moved, those empty pants. They kind of started jumping. And then my heart, I must admit, it kind of started thumping. So I got out. I got out fast as I could go, sir. I wasn't scared, but pants like that I did not care for, no, sir. After that, a week went by. Then one dark night in Greenwich, I had to do an errand there and fetch some Greenwich spinach. Well, I had fetched the spinach. I was starting back through town when those pants raced around a corner and they almost knocked me down. I lost my Greenwich spinach. I ran for home. Believe me, I had really had a scare. Now, bicycles were never made for pale green pants to ride 'em, and the next night I was fishing for dout trout on the River when those pants came rowing toward me, and I started in to shiver. And by now I was so frightened that I tell you, but I hate to, I screamed and rode away and lost my hook and line and bait too. I ran and found a brickle bush. I hid myself away. I got brickles in my britches, but I stayed there anyway. I stayed all night. The next night, too. I'd be there still, no doubt, but I had to do an errand, so the next night I went out. I had to do an errand, had to pick a peck of snide in a dark and gloomy snide field. It was almost 9 miles wide. I said, I do not fear those pants with nobody inside them. I said and said and said those words. I said them, but I lied them. Then I reached inside a snide bush, and the next thing that I knew, I felt my hand touch someone, and I'll bet that you know who. And there I was, caught in the snide, and in that dreadful place, those spooky empty pants and I were standing face to face. I yelled for help, I screamed, I shrieked, I howled, I yelled, I cried, oh, save me from these pale green pants with nobody inside. But then a strange thing happened. Why, those pants began to cry. Those pants began to tremble. They were just as scared as I. I had never heard such whimpering, and I began to see that I was just as strange to them as they were strange to me. So I put my arm around their waist and sat right down beside them. I calmed them down, poor empty pants with nobody inside them. And now we meet quite often, those empty pants and I, and we never shake or tremble. We both smile and we say hi.
That was really cool. Yeah, I don't know that one. I know it now.
It's a great story, but when I was a kid, I was just terrified of having empty pants chase me through a snide field. So, yeah, it was never one of my faves. But she did a great job, and it's very Dr. Seuss.
Yeah,
right?
Yeah, you can tell. And there's a bed in there I just slept in to avoid phantoms, and then I woke up underwater.
Yeah, there's a lot of water. Yeah. There's a lot of water. There's food here, too, if you need food in there.
Oh, I'm good. Cool. So that's FreeEMT, who is currently taking a break from the server. Hiatus, yep. Which happens.
Okay. Yeah, so don't look at her yet. We got to go back this way.
Well, this way. Okay.
Yeah. Okay, so over here, I'm going to run because I can run faster. Running in my long dress. This here, as you can see, is Drury Lane.
Oh, yeah, lives down Drury Lane.
Yeah, so here's the book for the baker.
Do you know the Muffin Man, the Muffin Man, the Muffin Man? Do you know the Muffin Man that lives down Drury Lane? Yes, I know the Muffin Man who lives on Drury Lane. Pat a cake, baker's man. Bake me cake as fast as you can. Pat a roller mark with a bean, put in the oven for baby and me. Oh, yes.
Baker Ryan. And in here is the baker.
5.
Over there.
There we go.
Yeah, the baker's got his bread over here. And a pie and cakes and cookies and things. Yeah. And upstairs you can see his wife is baking. This is my build, by the way. His wife is baking. She's baking one of the cakes.
Oh, yes.
Up here. His children are up here, and they're
not allowed to play. They're stuck in the loft.
They just made the bed, so they're getting ready to go outside and play with the kids from the shoe.
Sure, from the shoe.
They're gonna go play with the shoe kids.
That's funny.
So then our next story starts here. My next story, and this is that book for that one.
All right. Once upon a time, a young girl from a small village named Lady Vivian was told to take some nursing food to her grandmother who's sick in bed. Oh, I know what this is going to be. Her grandmother lived deep in the woods, so the little girl donned on her favorite outfit. She never went anywhere without it, so the whole village called her Little Red Riding Hood. The Little Red first visited the baker to get some good things to make her grandmother strong again. She put them in her basket, thanked him, and went on their way. I see how this is going to pan out. To follow her story, go out the door, across the square. You see Little Red on the road ahead, and on her way to Granny's house. I see how this is going to work.
Do you see her basket? Isn't that great?
Yeah,
And
that is super cool.
Does it look like a basket?
Mm-hmm.
Tuning Stan and I spent a lot of time trying to think what would look like a basket. I'm like, maybe end bricks?
Yeah.
I have a basket. He goes, I would need someone to tell me it was a basket. I go, okay, I'll tell him.
Sure,
So we go across the square and down the road, and we can see Little Red continuing her story.
Oh, yeah, there she spawned in.
There she is.
Oh my gosh, those skeleton horses freak me out all the time.
I know. They're all safe. They got saddles.
It is very well lit. You don't have any bad neighborhoods here.
No, we're really good so far.
Cool.
So here's, even the forest isn't bad. There's your next book.
Alrighty. Little Red Riding Hood hurried along the road towards the forest path. She wanted to be sure to be home before dark. Her mother had warned her not to stray from the path and not to talk to strangers. Let's follow her, because that's not creepy at all.
Right? Here's the path that says to Granny's house.
Ah, excellent. Ooh. Oh.
Uh-oh, it's a stranger.
This is super cool. Oh, can I pick that up? There you go. Deep in the woods, Little Red Riding Hood met a wolf along the path. Good day, little girl. He greeted her very cordially. Good day, Mr. Wolf, the girl replied. Where are you going in such a hurry? The wolf questioned. I'm taking some good food to my granny who is sick in bed, said Little Red Riding Hood. I'm making words in art there. And already forgetting her mother's advice to not talk to strangers. Does your grandmother live in the forest? The wolf asked her. Yep, just up ahead, Little Red replied. She hurried away. The wolf thought to himself, wouldn't that little girl make a nice meal? I must slow her down and get her to Granny's house. I was thinking, put her in the slow cooker, because we use our slow cooker a lot. Whoops. Hang on. How come I can't? There we go.
Hello. Am I still allowed in here?
You can. We're still doing our tour. But yep.
We're doing Little Red Riding Hood here.
Oh, there's a fox and there's a little birdie.
Little birds. Because I'm thinking of the end of the woods when the birds are singing sweetly.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
I miss the birds completely. Here's another book. Here's the next.
I'm looking at the wolf over there. Should probably look at this first.
Yep, she's a sneaky one.
The wolf told Little Red that her granny probably will love some flowers. There was just a field home ahead. The girl forgot her mother's advice not to stray from the path, and she stopped to pick some flowers. The wolf hurried to get on ahead to Granny's house by taking a shortcut over the hill. Let's follow Little Red's path to Granny's house. Ha 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 ha.
See the wolf, he's sneaking off there.
Yeah, he is.
And he's going the shortcut.
Mm-hmm.
Go this way that Little Red goes. Here's Granny's house.
Nice. This is awesome.
This is mine too. I'm showing you mine, of course.
Right.
Because
Right, so that other people could show me theirs, yeah, their own. All right, let's see. When Little Red Riding Hood arrived at Granny's house, she entered to find Granny in bed, looking much worse than she thought. Oh, dear Granny, the girl said, I have brought you some good things to eat, but you do not look well at all. She looked more closely at her Granny. What big ears you have, Granny, she commented. The bigger to hear you with, my dear, her Granny croaked, sounding terrible. What big eyes you have, Granny, the girl exclaimed. The better to see with, my dear, Granny growled. And my, what big teeth you have, Granny, the young girl cried, quite alarmed. Better to eat you with, my dear. The wolf threw off the covers, grabbed the girl, and swallowed her whole. Then he settled back down for a nice long nap, having already eaten Granny when he arrived. The story continues to the back door. All right, I forgot that he actually ate the Granny.
he ate both of them.
I know.
And it was a full day of eating both.
Is that really how the story goes? That he eats the
Yep.
he eats Little Red Riding Hood?
He ate both of them. Well, you know, Grimm's, they're dark. Go down the throat. Here we go down the throat.
Oh my gosh, this is amazing. I didn't know that he actually ate her though.
Yeah, well, it swallowed her whole. Yeah.
All the story versions we had when I was a kid, she escaped.
Yeah, well,
And then the hunters got her, got the wolf.
No, you'll see.
Little Red Riding Hood slid down the wolf's throat. When she reached his stomach, her granny was there, frightened and all alone. How big is this throat? The two embraced and waited in the dark. When they heard a loud roaring and saw light ahead, they hurried. And that's the end of that book. Was that supposed to be the end of the book? Whoops.
I guess, yeah.
Okay.
They hurried up towards the light. Let's
Went
go.
down to the belly of the beast.
The belly of the beast. I want to put a conduit outside so you can hear the heartbeat.
That'd be cool. Whoa, there are people up here. Ooh,
Yeah.
the hunters.
This is such a cool way to do this.
Yeah, it is.
It was hard to think of how to do it, but yeah.
Little Red Riding Hood and her granny arrived outside the wolf. To their astonishment, there stood a kind woodcutter who had heard of the girl's crying of alarm and rushed to her aid. He chopped off the wolf's head and opened him up to rescue the girl and her granny. They were very welcome to the 1700s or 1600s, I guess.
Yeah.
They were very grateful and thanked him by sharing the basket of goodies she had brought with her. You can follow the forest path back to the village road and a new story, but don't stray from the path. Why is there like a spider spawner around here if you get
So
off?
look, do you see that he has a wolf head?
Oh yeah.
Because he chopped the wolf's head off.
Oh my goodness.
Isn't that awesome?
Super creative too. Oh my
There's
goodness.
spider spawners, but I had to get people back out of this story without ruining any other stories.
Right.
So that's the thing, So I said, okay, I'll make this little path that goes back to the village.
It is. All these stories are so perfect, like to the greatest detail.
Thank you.
Wow.
I'm really proud of them.
You should be. This is crazy. Of course, I had high expectations, but this exceeds all of those.
I'm so glad. We hope
yeah.
everybody comes and exceeds expectations.
Please do not enter this way. You can find the start of the story over there. Yeah.
Yeah. So we're going this way, though.
Okay. Wait, which way? This way?
So to the left are the two that Nursing Geek has done, and I think she wants to wait for you to
we'll
see
wait for her. I'll wait for her, yep.
And the lightsabers are Alan Dan's, and I don't know if do you ever play when he's on?
I can probably work it out.
Okay. So probably
Yeah, we'll wait for him. I'll wait for him for those.
So here's my real story, my big story.
Ooh.
I'm going to read this one to you so you can look.
Okay. All right.
Okay, so this is the 12 Dancing Princesses. And this takes like 20 minutes, so...
Okay. So it'll be his own episode. To be continued.
Right,
Going across the
episode,
screen
right.
now.
Right, to be continued.